the Southern Ocean.
Hang on!
Australia's deadliest stretch of water. But if you're game, there's big money to be made out here.
Couple of customers, $600 worth.
Sometimes you just need luck. You rub the wood.
We're not greedy, we just want more.
It's nearing the end of the rock lobster winter hunting season.
I'll take your finger off.
Yeah, we're off the mark! Money!
For the lobstermen, it's their last chance to put cash in the bank.
The bigger the better. If it weighs, it pays.
Until the fishing grounds reopen in spring. Get it right, and they can make a fortune.
$12,000 worth.
But get it wrong,
Yeah.
and they can lose it all.
It's game over now, I think.
This time,
What the is that?
what is floating in the water?
I hope that's not a body.
Can the Bold Contender break the curse of the big reds?
Trying to catch a red one, and we got a nice one in that one. I've never seen that before. The surveillance crow.
And the Triton's rogue wave wipeout.
Hang on!
There's just 1 week left until the winter season closes. And the price of big reds has spiked to $100 a kilo.
It's not very often it gets $100 a kilo, so I can't sit at home on the couch and watch the other boats go fishing. I'm just going to go, take what we get, and see how our luck pans out.
This is Skipper Squizzy's third attempt at hunting for reds. His last 2 tries failed badly. He specialises in catching large quantities of brindle lobsters. That's not an option this time.
The brindles at the moment are molting. That's what they do this time of year, so they shed their shells and they grow bigger for next year, so they're on the verge of being really soft at the moment, so you can't catch them, so we'll be only chasing red ones. The downside of all that and the plus side of it is if we're out at sea and we got a ton of lobsters on and the price goes up $22, well that's extra $22,000. And you go, yeah, wicked. But we had a trip in March where we had 2 ton on, the price went down $20, we lost $40,000. So that's the 2 scenarios.
The Bold Contender is motoring to Port Davey, but it won't be the only boat out there.
When the price hits $100 a kilo, the whole fleet goes out. It's going to be a heap of competition in the morning. Every man for himself.
The Shank, southwest Tasmania. And Skipper Pete likes to find uncrowded fishing grounds. But at the pointy end of the winter run, there's no surprise he's got company.
Where the bloody hell are you, Chrissy? You'd be up on the rocks. That's a very unusual place to park over there. I've never seen anyone lay there before.
The boat is tucked away in there because the rocks are providing protection from the swell.
Day today, it's a very day. It's supposed to turn southwest, so it's not going to get any better. So we'll go and do it.
For Pete, rough seas equals opportunity.
Generally, I hope that it's bad weather so that I've got it by myself. But generally, I'm the first one goes out.
Not too bad with the double wings, it's pretty stable.
Pete has to squeeze the Triton through a narrow passage between the rocks to get into open water. The rocks can slice even the sturdiest of hulls. The swell is ricocheting off the rocks, meaning the waves are hitting the boat from all angles.
As you have a good old go through here, it's just broke all through behind me there nearly.
You can have a mixed swell, sea from one direction and a roll from a different direction.
Normal day in office.
Actually combine to make an extra bigger wave every now and then. And yeah, those are the ones you've got to watch out for.
They're called rogue waves.
Hang on! I just wore one.
Smart person who cared about people's safety.
We just hit by a breaking wave, then just up to put green water down the deck. When you got a good boat, no problems at all. Just deflected off lovely. I've seen better days in office. I've seen a lot worse. Just normal stuff. A lot of people want to go fishing, and it's been one trip out and say, nah, not for me. Can't handle the bad weather. I just thrive on it.
Pete's thriving. Maddie, on the other hand, seems more interested in just surviving.
I think a stupid comment.
The Triton has 500 lobsters in their tank.
This is the last trip of the season, and hopefully we can scratch up 3/4 of a tonne, and that's around about 750 fish.
Pete's got another 250 to go to hit his target. Port Davey, and the Bold Contender is pulling in the pots they set last night. And miracle of miracles,
Yes!
the boys are smashing it. It looks like they've broken the curse of the big reds.
I'm very surprised at what we're catching. Just getting pots from 5, 6, 8. Nice big red ones.
The start we've had, I just hope that it keeps going through the whole 60 pots, because if it does keep going like this, it's going to be a big day. Gonna get excited, baby.
But the big reds and high prices are also drawing in the competition.
Cockhead. Shooting pots. Well, we had pots last night. Good pots. No one owns it, mate. Go where you want, but he can off.
You like to have the whole area to ourselves. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I'd like him to off, but I don't think he's gonna.
Cockhead.
Another boat in the area, just give each other a bit of room. There's not much you can do about it. It's $100 a kilo, the whole fleet's out. You just got to get along. I can't be stuffed having an argument with someone. Stress levels just go through the roof, and
The competition is fierce, but it seems Scuzzy has found an untapped patch of reef.
So I think there's a few more fish in the pots here this morning because the swell's been up for probably 2 weeks now. So the lobsters don't crawl out their holes to go for a feed. And the swell's gone back last night. And we've been lucky enough to have our pots here. And it seems to be paying off. They'll come out to have their first feed for a few weeks, I reckon.
That's all 60 pots back on deck. The numbers are huge.
Number 201. Wouldn't have thought that yesterday. 201.
Their total for the morning is a thumping 216 lobsters. It's Squizzy's best shot of the winter and the single best shot of the fleet. The Brindle Master is working his way towards becoming a big red winter winner.
mate, I'm wrapped. I'm bloody excited. I could retire on that shot. Let's just unbait them now, Tober, and let's just go home and cash in the money. Because $100, yeah.
I reckon that'd be 170 kilos plus, a bit higher. So it's a $17,000 morning. Can't whinge of that.
The Bold Contender is ahead of the pack. And there's one skipper Squizzy's especially keen to crush.
I don't normally worry about what other fishermen catch, but if I can beat Glenn Jager this morning, I'll be wrapped.
Glenn's the skipper of the Anson's Bay.
I'll probably retire on that, I reckon. He reckons our pots don't catch redfish that well. He calls them chook tins or something, I think. We'll stick that up you, Glenn. Snake charmer.
Glenn is also fishing in Port Davey. And on his third day out, he's also winning on big reds.
Hey! 4 or 5 out of that. That's a good looking pot for around here. So our target this trip's going to be 700 kilo. We need about 840 lobster to get about 700 kilo. That's what we need for our trip. So we need to average about 100 fish a day. Bloody 44 beauties! More than we got at Matt for the last couple of shots. We should have been up here.
That takes their tally to 374 lobsters.
We need 392 kilo. The way we've been going, we'll go very close to getting it if we keep doing about the same. Just have to wait and see. They're crayfish, you know what's going to happen.
Back at the shank, Skipper Pete and deckhand Matty are hauling in their pots.
Ding ding, got our first one.